anything new said every day?
No, just Oriol Romeu, and as I said before, credit to the staff and credit to the medical department because they are doing a great job.
Have you got an eye on Sunday, and will your team selection tomorrow reflect that?
Yeah, well, obviously the manager has to keep an eye on everything if he can, and then we were thinking a little bit, but the priority obviously will be this game.
You say the priority is this game, but where is the Europa League in your list of priorities?
At the moment, the priority because we will play against them tomorrow, so one game at a time, and that is the most important game that we have to play.
Someone asked Gary, to you as well, just on the league form as well. Is second something that you realistically believe you can achieve this season?
One game at a time. We are thinking about just this game. I think it's an important competition for us. And after we have a massive game against Manchester City. Obviously, if we can beat them, we will be closer. If not, we have to carry on. And until the end of the season, I think that they will be close. No?
On Frank Lampard, just assess how well he's done so far and what it would mean to you and him and the club if he was to break this record.
I said before that if he can score a lot of goals, it will be fantastic for him, will be fantastic for us. So, also another question about if everybody is aware or not. Everybody knows that he's close, and I am sure that they will try to help if they have a chance, or if we have a penalty, he can take the penalty, things like this, yeah. But the main thing is he's doing well, he's scoring goals, and as Gary said before, we have more competition now. That is good for me. It's a problem, but it's good because at the end of the day you have too many games and it's important to have all the squad.
Every day there seems to be a new story about Frank Lampard and his contract situation. I'm sure I know the answer to this question, but is there anything you can tell us?
Nope. The same answer because the question is the same.
Rafael, just talking about Frank and the record, not the other stuff, but the record. For a midfielder to have scored, to be on the verge of 200 goals for this club over, I think, 11 years now, it's quite remarkable, isn't it, for a midfield?
Yeah, I think it's important for anyone, but especially for a midfielder. Obviously, he's a player that he likes to go forward, and his accuracy is really good, so it's a great record, yeah.
But, I mean, you work with Steven Gerrard, you work with Frank Lampard. I'm not asking you to compare them, but the two central figures of British football for the last 10 years. I mean, each of them, very similar players.
Yeah, in terms of they like to score goals, and the timing to get into the box is really good for both. So I think that is the similarity. Both players, offensive midfielders, and they score goals every game. They can take penalties, free kicks, or whatever, and still they can score in open play. So I think two great players.
But for his age as well, age 34, still manages to box, gets into the area.
Yeah, it's important to have this kind of players. They are good professionals, so it's important to be fit. It's important to train properly, and he's doing that. So I have to manage now. He's I don't know if I would say, but maybe I have to say just in case he will not be tomorrow in the squad. So just in case, let you know, because we have to manage a little bit, and also with an eye in the other games, he will not be in the squad tomorrow.
Is there anyone else that's not in the squad tomorrow?
Yeah, it will be obviously Dembaba and Ivanovic.
Ivanovic, that's just you're just resting him, no injury.
Yeah, it's like Lampard. We want to manage the squad. Because you will be asking me questions, and so it's at the end, okay, I will let you know, but that's it.
Tomorrow is your 25th game in charge of the club. How do you feel you've done? How would you assess your job so far?
My job is to prepare the next game, and I think that and Gary was telling that. If I say this, you would say, oh, he's making excuses, but we played so many games, so we have just 3 months and 25 games, so you can just think a little bit about that. We cannot train like we would like to train, and then you have to carry on another game, and still we are improving a lot of things, but obviously you have to keep winning games, and then the people will realize, it's a fantastic job. But as soon as you lose or you draw, everything changes. But I think that the team as a team is working very hard. The staff is working very hard, and I think that we are going in the right direction.
Rafa, you said that Real Madrid is very close to your heart.
No.
You haven't said this.
No.
Misquoted.
You have my website that is easy to remember, and I don't want to do too much publicity, but you can see the translation, because we know when we talk in Spain, the translations always change something. So I didn't say the word that they say, sweetheart, and I didn't say that. You can go to my website and you see in English what I said. I have a lot of respect for Real Madrid because they have a manager in place, and I have to concentrate on Chelsea and do my best for Chelsea. That's it.
Is there, in the long-term future, before your managerial career ends, though, are they two jobs that perhaps you'd want to?
My job now is to do my best for Chelsea, so very clear. And I said before, I was talking in Spain, they talk about the Spanish national team. I have a very good relationship with Vicente del Bosque. I was his assistant. His staff is, they are my friends. And they said, yeah, in a future, after 2 or 3 managers, why not? And then if they say, oh, you know, Rafa wants, no, it's not. I am talking about the future. So the present is Chelsea, and the present is Sparta Prague, and hopefully we can do well tomorrow.
Rafa, do you or the players or the club have anything planned for when Frank gets his 200th goal? Anything special, celebration, and also when he breaks the record as well?
I don't have any plan for the next game. Imagine for the next 2 or 3, I don't know. So at the moment, again, I would say we have to concentrate on the things that we can manage, and it's Sparta Prague.
I don't know if he's got a T-shirt that he'll be lifting up with anything on as well.
At the moment, it's Sparta Prague. And I think that he will not score against Sparta Prague.
Can you give us your thoughts on
Sorry.
on the performance of English teams in the Champions League this year, and this notion that a few people have aired that this country's not as dominant as it was recently?
I think that it depends on the year. You cannot say that they are not doing well, and that is because they're going down. I don't think so, downhill or whatever. Because 2 or 3 years ago, you have a lot of English teams in the semi-finals, even in the finals. So I think it's just sometimes you have teams that they are doing well, and sometimes in Europe you have a lot of teams and they improve too. So if you have a bad group or you have a bad day, it can happen. I can see the English clubs with a lot of potential, like top sides in Europe.
You think that the wheel will turn again? And
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, because the potential of these clubs is so big that any time they can be there again.
You say that, Rafa, but between 2005 and 2009, there was English finalists every year and often 3 semi-finalists. Now we're looking at maybe 1 most quarter-finalists. How do you explain the difference?
Yeah, but again, if you talk about Spain, Real Madrid, Barcelona, they are very, very strong. Bayern Munich, they show the potential that they have. Italy, they had some problems, but Juventus is a very strong side too. So I think that the normal top sides in Europe, they will be around, and sometimes you can be there or you cannot. But to have 2 or 3 English teams in the semi-finals or the finals is not easy because the size of the other teams. But I don't see a big problem. I think it's just 1 year, or the next year maybe will be different.
Let's go front row and then we'll go to Marek.
Your focus is on the next game, but looking back over the last 3 months at Chelsea, what's your sort of overwhelming feeling, satisfaction, disappointment, and your rapport with the players now?
My idea is always try to win every game and every competition. So you cannot, but if you can, you will try. So I will be really pleased winning more games and more competitions, but again, I would say I cannot change things that had happened in the past. So I will try to have an influence in the future. And the future is Sparta Prague, the Europa League, and after Manchester City. So I just has to concentrate on what I can improve in the future. That's it.
And what about Manchester City? I think they were your first game in charge.
Yeah, it was
Huh? Is that right?
a good one. Yeah, it was,
So
it was 3 days after.
change anything from them? How are you going to approach it differently?
Again, I don't like to talk too much about this game because I think that we are here for talking about the Europa League, but it will be a massive game. They are a very good team, very good squad. The fans are supporting the team, and I think that they are doing well. But it will be an important game on Sunday. Now we have the other one tomorrow.
Marek.
I have a Czech journalist here, just one. He's got a question for you, so I will ask you, I will translate it, but I have to translate it, that's how to explain.
Ktorý hráč Sparty vás najviac zaujal svojou hrou v zápase v Prahe?
Which Czech player impressed you most in Prague?
I was not just analyzing players, just the performance of the team. I think that the team had a good idea about what they wanted to do. That means that the manager was doing a good job. And the shape of the team, the movements, the patterns, they were good. So we were talking about that before. So we know that will be and will not be an easy game. I don't say that will be difficult or not because it depends, but will not be an easy game for sure.
Okay, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Rafa, the owner was here on Sunday, and every time he turns up,
This
he seems to play really well. I think maybe he should come a bit more often and get people.
I think that he has a lot of things to do and he's quite busy, but I'm sure that if he comes and he can see his team is scoring 4 goals, he will enjoy.
Did you speak to him after the game?
That is my business.
After on that theme, the atmosphere was better on Sunday as well. Do you think that was because Roman was there, or are the fans maybe warming to you a little bit?
I think that we have won 3 games in a row and the fans, they will appreciate that. So if we can carry on winning, it's always, I say, the same. It will be easier and everybody wants the same. We want to win and hopefully we can do it more regularly.
Rafa, you touched on those obviously 3 goals on the spin now you've won and 9 goals scored. Just how much confidence does that give you going into another, what could be quite a tough Europa League game?
Yeah, we have a lot of confidence and the good thing is that the competition now between players, so because you have all the squad available, no? That is really important for us and especially if we play 2 games a week. So quite positive. We have scored a lot of goals during the season and the team has been strong in defense. So I think the confidence is high, but still we have to have a lot of respect for the other teams and then we have to focus in the next one and it will be tough, as you say.
Can maybe Mikel start tomorrow?
He can.
Was he injured on Sunday or were you just...
No, it was the same situation, so we have to manage. Sometimes you have to leave players out of the squad because of the position. So it's not because he's doing well or bad. It's because you have maybe more players in this position and then in another position you cannot. And in this one maybe you have 2 or 3 players and then you can manage.
You've spoken about him a lot during his absence, about how much you missed him. Probably one of the unsung players at Chelsea, doesn't get a lot of credit, I don't think, from the people who
Yeah,
watch.
we had the problem because obviously Ramirez and Frank has been playing too many games, and when you say it's different when you talk about a normal team that is playing 1 game a week and say, oh, you have played the last 5 games. Yeah, but then here the last 5 games could be in 3 weeks. 6 games in 3 weeks is too much for anyone, even for Ramirez and Frank. So to play 90 minutes because you didn't have the other options was a problem, and now I think it's much better, and at least they can compete, and we have fresh legs almost for every game.
Can Mikel and Luis play together in that role? Are they both
Yeah.
need somebody more creative as 1 or 2
No,
players?
I think that we can manage. It depends on the players around too. So you play what kind of player, a more defensive player, maybe you can play more offensive players around. So yeah, you can find the balance, and everybody. You were asking to Gary about the centre backs is the same. So you choose players that they can play together, and after the players around them to have a team more offensive or more defensive. It depends.
Have the Nigerian lads brought a little bit of happiness in as well with winning the...
Yeah, they were really pleased, and everybody was happy because to win a trophy is really important. If your teammate is winning a trophy, I think it's much better for everyone. So it's always positive.
Rafa, you talked earlier about the similarities between the goal scoring of Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard.
No, they were asking me, and I said, yeah, they are similar. It's different.
Do you think Lampard would have scored 200 goals for Chelsea if Gerrard had come here from Liverpool those years ago?
I think that Frank will score 200 goals. So I can see him, how he trains and the things that he's doing, I can see him scoring more goals. And I think that he will score more than 4 or 5 for sure until the end of the season.
What about next season? Will he keep scoring goals?
That is not a question for me.
Okay, guys, we wrap up.
Just got one more, sorry.
Yep.
Going back to the Europa League, what would it mean for the football club if you were able to deliver a second European trophy in 2 years?
My answer is very simple. Again, it's one game at a time. So I think that we have to win tomorrow, progress in the competition, and then we have tough games ahead. The competition is quite difficult. The names of the teams, you can see that it's not easy. So then I like to go one step at a time.
Okay, and I think there's one last one in the middle.
You have the last one for Gary and the last one for me. I think it's fine.
No coincidence. You obviously want to win to progress in the tournament, but also what about keeping this momentum going to take into Sunday? That must be a factor as well.
Yeah, 3 games in a row. If we can win another one, it will be good for the confidence and the belief of the players. That is, it's always the same with this situation, and we will try to do it for sure.
I'm going to spoil you around. Give Tony's begging for one last one.
David Luiz has been a success for you in midfield, I think, with regard to have you had the chat with him about some of the recklessness of his challenges? I mean, on Sunday he was criticised for that challenge on the Brentford lad. You said at the time you didn't think there was anything wrong with it. Having looked at it again, sometimes he is very spontaneous and reckless. Do you think sometimes there's a bit too much of that in his game?
First of all, I didn't see the challenge in the TV when I answered the question.
Yeah.
After watching the challenge, I think we talk too much about a player that is a normal one. I can see hundreds of tackles in the league, maybe more dangerous. I will not say that it's not bad because was not the best, but also because the size of the other player. You see, if it's another size, will be totally different. So I couldn't see that, or I can see every weekend bad tackles, and they don't talk too much about that. I think that David Luiz is a great player, and we have to be pleased that he's playing in the Premier League.
Ian Wright said it was cowardly because of that.
Yeah, I was surprised because again I can see a lot of tackles in the league every weekend, and I think it was really, and to be honest, with bad luck because the way that things happened. So the referee was there; it was a yellow card. So
You don't think he's a nasty player? Then you don't think he's
no, I think he's a great player.
Okay, thanks.
Do you think Arsenal can rescue that, Rafael?
Sorry, say again.
Do you think Arsenal can rescue that tie?
So, who?
Arsenal, 3-1 down.
Yeah, I think they have quality. The main thing is Bayern is a very strong team, but Arsenal is a good team and they play offensive football. They can go away, they can score goals. Why not?
Okay, thanks
Thank
everyone.
you.
Of his challenges. I mean, on Sunday he was criticised for that challenge on the Brentford lad. You said at the time you didn't think there was anything wrong with it. Having looked at it again, sometimes he is very spontaneous and reckless. Do you think sometimes there's a bit too much of that in his game?
First of all, I didn't see the challenge in the TV when I answered the question.
Yeah.
After watching the challenge, I think we talk too much about a player that is a normal one. I can see hundreds of tackles in the league, maybe more dangerous. I will not say that it's not bad because was not the best, but also because the size of the other player. You see, if it's another size, will be totally different. So I couldn't see that, or I can see every weekend bad tackles, and they don't talk too much about that. I think that David Luiz is a great player, and we have to be pleased that he's playing in the Premier League.
Ian Wright said it was cowardly because of that.
Yeah, I was surprised because again I can see a lot of tackles in the league every weekend, and I think it was really, and to be honest, with bad luck because the way that things happened. So the referee was there; it was a yellow card. So
You don't think he's a nasty player? Then you don't think he's
no, I think he's a great player.
Okay, thanks.
Do you think Arsenal can rescue that, Rafael?
Sorry, say again.
Do you think Arsenal can rescue that tie?
So, who?
Arsenal, 3-1 down.
Yeah, I think they have quality. The main thing is Bayern is a very strong team, but Arsenal is a good team and they play offensive football. They can go away, they can score goals. Why not?